Welcome to leg 23 of the Great Loop aboard the Perch. I'm Kim Russo, the director of America's Great Loop Cruisers Association. And today, after a 3-week stay in Norfolk, Virginia, we are heading to Crisfield, Maryland. We were in Norfolk trying to wrap up the AGLCA Spring Rendezvous and then some additional business for AGLCA that was not on the boat, and then returned to Norfolk and waited out some weather, and finally we're on our way. So very gray, foggy day as we were leaving the waterside marina there in Norfolk, headed out through the Elizabeth River and past the huge naval yard that is here in this area. You can't help but see the naval presence all over the Norfolk area. But we continued on and headed out into Chesapeake Bay, which was an exciting moment for us. I had not boated Chesapeake Bay before this. As I said, very gray, foggy day, so not a whole lot to show you here. This is pretty much what the view looked like for the better part of the day. The group of boats that left the day before us had an even worse time with the fog. We actually would not have been traveling on this day if it were not for the radar that we have aboard, which helped us to make sure we were staying safe and to see on the radar screen on our multifunction device anything that was out there that perhaps we were not visually able to see at the time. So the radar was extremely helpful, and I was super glad to have it aboard so we could travel on this day. But as we continued across the Chesapeake, Crisfield is on the eastern shore of Chesapeake Bay, and the fog was projected to lift late morning, but it did persist, and we started to see some breaks in the fog probably 2 or so in the afternoon. You can see some sunshine starting to peer through the fog. That was right around the time we were getting close to entering Crisfield. So this is the channel into Crisfield, and the marina there, Summers Cove Marina, is an AGLCA sponsor, which we thoroughly enjoyed our stay there. One of our reasons for visiting Crisfield is to go to Tangier Island, and the next day we would take the ferry over to Tangier after enjoying a little bit of Crisfield. So we will be doing a Great Loop lifestyle video from Tangier Island in the coming days. In the meantime, here is our Nebo log for this day. We traveled about 8 hours for a distance of roughly 75 nautical miles. Our speed stayed around 10 knots, sometimes a little bit above, sometimes a little bit below. But you can see the track there pretty much straight down the center of the bay to the eastern shore over to Crisfield. Thank you for watching. We'll be back soon with the next leg of our Great Loop adventure aboard the Perch.